One day, Peppa Pig and her family were on a family walk. They came across several muddy puddles in front of a cabin. George could not resist. He had to jump in. George rolled and rolled in the mud. It looked like so much fun that Peppa had to join in too. They had such a good time rolling in the mud that they didn't even hear their father say,
"Don't roll in the mud, children. We're far from home and we won't be able to wash you off."
But it was too late. They were covered in mud. Luckily, they were right in front of a cottage. Mommy Pig was hoping that maybe Peppa and George could get cleaned up inside. So she knocked on the door. The door swung open and the pigs were surprised to see Snow White. Mommy Pig politely asked if the kids could wash up inside the cottage. And Snow White replied, "Sure thing, I love company." Once inside, Snow White apologized. "I'm sorry, I don't have a bathtub for you to wash up in, but if you would like, you can clean up in my kitchen sink." Peppa and George didn't mind washing up in a kitchen sink. They thought it would be a fun new experience, so they headed on over. Peppa washed up first, and when she was done, she said, much better." When it was George's turn, he washed up very quickly. Once they were both out of the kitchen sink, they looked in and realized they left a lot of mud in the sink. Oh my! They didn't know what to do and they were a little nervous about it, so they decided to just run away and ignore the whole situation. The pigs were all clean and Snow White decided to invite the family for dinner. Peppa and George were gracious guests and ate all of their dinner. Snow White and Dopey enjoyed the meal too. Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig cleaned off their plates, but Daddy Pig was still hungry. He went around the table and ate the other dwarfs' food. Daddy Pig was so full from all the food he ate, he wasn't ready for the walk home, so he asked Dopey if he could play the organ. The organ music made Daddy Pig very sleepy, and so he asked Snow White,
"Do you mind if we take a little nap?"
Snow White was beginning to think her guests would never leave, but she said okay. "You 4 pigs can sleep upstairs and Dopey and I will sleep downstairs." Everybody fell asleep fairly quickly, but in the middle of the night, Daddy Pig came downstairs for a little midnight snack. Daddy Pig ate up everything in Snow White's kitchen, including all the meals that she had planned for the week ahead. When he was done eating, he was too lazy to climb the stairs again, so he When Snow White woke up in the morning, she took a look at her kitchen sink and found all the mud inside. "Oh dear," she gasped. And when she came into the kitchen, she had an even bigger surprise. Daddy Pig ate all of her food. Snow White was very upset and told all the pigs to leave. The pig family was pretty embarrassed by the whole situation and left very quickly. And Snow White lived happily ever after. The toy featured in this video is the Little People Snow White's Cottage. Click on a picture to watch another fun toy video and don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks for watching and have a great day.